Hello, Washington State Roleplay Washington State Roleplay Emergency Services. Welcome to our new CAD system, which I will be doing an instructional video on today. So you have your options for civilian, law enforcement MDC, fire MDC, and you can also enter a permission key. So for this, we are doing the law enforcement MDC first. King County Sheriff's Office, so you'll select your call sign, you'll put your call sign in there, and then you'll have your department, whatever department you're a part of, whether that be King County, State Patrol, or Municipal Police. And you'll press login, and you'll go to the nearest, or the next call that you have, the main database, where it shows units, whether they be off duty, on duty, logged in, cleared on call, attached to a call, and then you'll have your call database. And you can also view call history. Your call history will show you every call that you have on here, whether that be a welfare check, for example, that you need to go and check back on. So like here we have this and that, all that fun stuff, what they did, where they did it, how they did it, all that fun stuff. Self-attached units, information only, any update that you want to put into the CAD. And then your report number will be this, as seen here. And I will show you how to do call creation. So what you'll do is you'll click this create call, and then you'll have nature. For example, we will do suspicious subject, and we can do active since we're a unit that's going to be on that scene. Then we'll click 1, 2, or 3. 1 is a mass priority, 2 is good or needs units still, but not as bad as priority 1. Priority 3 is clear, I'm good. If you need another unit, then I'll have another unit come to my location. So for example, we're going to ignore that, that's just a postal code. So we'll use 001, or we'll use 044, for example, and then this will be Lido Boulevard. Oh, okay, that's definitely not what I clicked. Lido Boulevard, put that in there, and then your city will be Federal Way. And for this, it shows you what your county you're in. For this, it'll show you every city that you have listed here on the CAD system. So you'll have Federal Way, Renton, Seattle, Queen Anne, which is a part of Seattle, Fremont, neighborhood in Seattle, which is Mirror Park, Queen Anne, I'm not entirely sure exactly where this is, North Seattle, Alki Beach, White Center, Kent, and unincorporated King County. Unincorporated King County means a part of the county that has no city and is just part of the county. So with county, you'll click either King County for somewhere in the county. South King County is Renton area, or Renton, Kent area, and then North King County is like Federal Way. So license plate, there's no license plate, there's just a suspicious subject. So for this one we'll do, so this is call 94, type in suspicious subject located making contact, instructional video. So this is what we're doing right now, an instructional video. Also, to add, you'll have your status bars right here. You can show yourself on duty, available, busy, unavailable, report, admin, training. Report, writing a report, admin, any administrative duties, training. You'll have en route, arrived, and complete. You can add, like I said at the beginning of this video, you can add any status that you have in the call. When you're writing up a report for your call, you'll copy this, and then you'll put it into the report that you may have here located in the public safety forms, whether that be incident report, arrest report, citation, written warning, which we'll get into that here shortly. Moving forward, we'll go click CAD, and you'll see our call right here. You'll see my call sign or any of the units that may be a part of this call. So for example, if I were to attach to 418's call, I'd be right next to him on his call sign. Also to mention, we have an active dispatch, And if you have an active dispatch, usually it'll show up right here in the corner, or a status bar will be right here. Moving down the list, you can see again what, as said at the beginning of the video, what units are on scene, on duty, cleared off a call. For example, cleared off call 75, and MDC attached call 89. And MDC attached means you made yourself a call, or you self-attached. So once you get back here, if you click the CAD button, you'll be brought back here. You can also click My Call if you have an active call. If you go to Complete, and if you don't want the call to be closed, you can just press Complete and then press No. You can go to CAD, and then if you want to reassign yourself to a call, you just do Assign Self, Call 94, Suspicious Subject. And for this one, then you can show yourself on an instructional, or this is just your status description. And you can also mark yourself as a primary unit, if there is no primary unit. Say for example, if I wanted to assign myself this call, this is also the same call that I had earlier. I had a failed video attempt. So this call, I self-attached and made myself the primary unit, which you can click this button with. Don't make yourself the primary unit unless deemed necessary. So here with the search bar, you can search up your subjects, firearms, or vehicles. You can look up the make, caliber, and serial number if you have it. You can look up a vehicle license plate or the VIN number. So that's just the license plate. So let's go to my character, for example, Isaiah Cunningham. There's no vehicles going to show up under this because I don't have any of the vehicles registered. And here we are. We will have my character information. So, for example, I looked up somebody earlier. This is them. This is Mr. Benzen Bomer. We looked him up. Here is his date of birth. He's non-Hispanic, Caucasian. He's 5'11". He weighs 189. We'll show you all the basic information, and it'll show you the license information all the way here at the bottom, or any additional business or additional information. So returning to me, so you'll see that I have all my information in here. I live in Renton. I have additional information, which I am associated with the business Group E6 Security and American Medical Response. My licenses are both active, my Class A and my Class C, which this would be in the state of Washington a Class C. So you can also add somebody, add this name to a call, and you go back to the call. Wait, looks like it's not showing up to this call. Let's state returns, maybe? Oh yes, here we go. State returns. So it'll show up in the state returns, and you have information. I apparently can't add that, so I think this is for the 911 call. Details occurred between 23:05, so when the call was created, and 23:05:44. Both. Wait, yeah. Sorry, this confused me just a little bit. So looking at it, and then there's not going to be an agency apparently, but you can tell there are 300 call signs that I work with the King County Sheriff's Office. Any notes will be here, information will be here, details will be here, like when the call was created, when it occurred between, at what date, and at what time, unit reporting / responding. So Isaiah Cunningham, 302 Federal Way is the city that we're in, North King County, and it'll show you either you can upgrade it too if you really wanted to, and en route, pending, and arrived, and closed, and active. So right now it is active and arrived, but you can't add that, unfortunately. That is something that is soon to be made. So we'll just put arrived in my call, and we'll grab our report number. So now moving on to what we have for forms. Okay, I just went here. So we have our forms. So say I want to write an incident report about this call. So the report number will be the report number from the call, located here. Then we'll go put it in, and we'll click next, and then put the defendant's name in, or the person's name in. Isaiah. Oh Lord, my keyboard is off. There we go. Isaiah C. Cunningham. And names will also auto-populate if they're the only person with the names. So we will add our name, and then we'll highlight it, make sure it's highlighted, and then you'll click next. So then it'll auto-add and auto-populate into the report paperwork. Then you'll add a license plate if there's a license plate. If there's not, then there's not. Make sure real quick that it works, or that you don't need a license plate. And it'll show the registered owner the address in the city, wherever that may be for the vehicle owner. The date of the incident report, 2805 or 208/2025. You'll click, or after you put that in, you'll make sure you click this, and then you'll click next. Time, so time is 23:13. We'll put that in there, and then the incident nature is a suspicious subject, and you'll have all your call types, and you can also look them up if not deemed necessary. But they're all here. They are all here, and you can find them just by looking. And then once you highlight what you want, you'll click next, and then direction to travel. If there was a direction to travel, you can just click north, or wherever the call was located. You can just click north, south, west, east, all that fun stuff. If it was on a highway, so was it on a highway? No, it was on a city street. Click next. What highway you were on. If you were on a highway, you'll put the highway in, so like Sonora Freeway, Grand Sonora Freeway, I-5 South, I-5 North, stuff like that. And then you'll just put N/A, or N/S, I guess. N/A for that one. And then the postal for the call will be 044. And we will put where the incident location was. We'll do 044 Toledo Boulevard. We'll do that Federal Way. And the county was North King County. Or part of the county was North King County. And then you'll add your narrative. So information regarding to the call. So for example, you'll put what happened, when it happened, who you contacted. You can also add it in right here. You'll put who you contacted, or your department name. So for example, I, under Sheriff Isaiah Cunningham, responded to a call for, then you'll put wherever the call was. So for example, suspicious persons, and I made contact with a Mr. Isaiah Cunningham, so me, but for this one we'll put located, we'll put the location, located at 044 Toledo Boulevard. And then you'll add a narrative for what the person was doing. What their name, what the person's name was, and stuff like that. So you'll put the name in here. You make it a basic narrative like you would any other CAD system like we had before. And there's also an instructional video from WSRP on that as well. So you'll click next, and then you've completed filling out your report. Please press the validate button right here. Validate. And I'll tell you if you have any errors. So right now I have no errors, but let's make an error. So we will do this. Take out. Why isn't that working? Uh-oh. Whoops. Alright, there we go. Alright, now we can take the time off. Next, and then we can just validate the report. Takes time to validate, so be patient. So see, here we are. No time selected of citation. So you'll put your time in, so 23:13, and you'll make sure your report is fixed, and you'll validate it again. Alright, now it shows you where and if you want to submit it, so you can press either cancel if you want to add more information, or you can press submit. I'm not going to press submit. So it's the same thing with warnings, except warnings, you just add the report number, so the call, and the person's name, first and last. The middle name will auto-populate if needed, and it'll auto-populate everything that is located on their name once you enter it. And then you'll have the date and the time and the speed. If you have a speed, you could always put n/a n/a. You can select this if you wanted to. You could press LiDAR and direction to travel, north, southwest, east, wherever. East, west, on a highway, no. Highway n/a, and then your postal, of course, and then your location, and then your city, and then the county, and then your charges. So all of our charges can be found. So for example, if I wanted to put in speed, you'll have all of the speeds put in here. And if you wanted to put in destruction, or disturbing the peace, that's a good example, or distracted driving, or use of a okay, that's uncharged. But any charge that you have, that we have in the state of Washington, you can add. And you have, so for example, speed limit 6 to 10 over the speed limit. You can mark it as civil. Oh, it looks like it's criminal traffic anyway. That's something that's going to be worked on. But you can also do that, and it's a warning. So there you go. That's for the warnings. Citations is basically the same thing. But you put your narrative in, and you'll put the court you want to go to, or you'll put the you'll put the court location in the court. So for example, we'll do King County Municipal, or actually here, Seattle Municipal Courthouse, since we have a court in the city of Seattle. If you don't have a selected court date, you can always make one up for now until you get an actual court date. Usually you can set them 2 weeks in advance. Or a month in advance if you really wanted to. So 2 weeks would be the 22nd. And then you can put it in there. And then the time that the court will be at. So we'll do 13:30, which would be 1:30 in the afternoon. And then your narrative, you can also put if this is a criminal or civil citation. Now onto the arrest report section. Now writing an arrest report, you'll write the report number, which you'll find here. As stated before, you'll find the report number. Put the report number in. So for example, take my report number, put it in. It's going to be the report number. You'll put the name to my name again. Add it in there, and then you'll highlight it, and you'll click next. The date of the incident. The date of the incident. There we go. And you can put 13:30 in if you want. Whatever time that the incident happened at, or you're writing the report at. Direction of travel if you really want. Postal 0444 Paleto City, Federal Way. Make sure it's highlighted, and click next, and then North King County, and then you'll add your charges, and then you'll do the same thing I did with the citation. You'll add your court, you'll add your date of the court, and then your time. And then you'll write your entire narrative, whatever your department has set for how they want narratives written. And then you'll validate it, and then you'll fix your errors if you have any errors, and then you'll submit the report. And now down to the arrest warrant. The arrest warrant, you can take the... Okay, it's not working. There we go. Take the report number from the call. So here's your report number again. Then you'll go next, and then report number will, or warrant number will be auto. And then you'll add the defendant's name. So for example, again, me, Isaiah Cunningham. Add. Make sure it's highlighted. Click next. What you're being charged with. So I think it's all the charges are here, and they're all listed right here. Let's do a random one. Failure to yield for pedestrians. You'll write your warrant, and you'll write your date of the warrant issued. So for example, today is the 8th of February 2025. It's not 12 p.m. yet, or 12 a.m. yet, but it is 11:23, so I'll put the time in. So 23, like that. And vehicles. Didn't see this part yet. Vehicles linked to the arrestee. It looks like... Alright, so here's one of my license plates. We'll use this one. It's my Honda Civic. Additional information. Blah, 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 blah. You'll put any additional information in there. Additional information. So that's pretty much all for the arrest and reports, or the reports side of the CAD system. You can also go to your... Okay. I'll close these. You can also go to your forms manager. So obviously this is the forms manager right here. You'll have closed forms and your currently open forms. Any forms that you haven't done, and closed forms, if they need to be checked or looked over, this can be found in the Supervisor Panel. The Supervisor Panel is very easy to use. Supervisor Panel is just like this. You press Department Reports. So we'll use my Chief Deputy. So this is a report he wrote last night. Let's see where the date is. 2/7/2025 at 8:50 p.m. So here's his narrative. Looks like the report's already been signed off on. And it also looks like we have another report interfering with the reporting of domestic violence. You click on the report, and you'll see that they've written up their thing. You'll read it, you'll look over it, and if needed, you'll approve the report. So we have some reports that need to be approved, and we will approve them. We will approve them when they're done being read. Unit statistics, and it'll show you if a unit has put in a report. So, for example, me and Austin, me and the sheriff have not put any reports in, and Wolf Anthony has not put any reports in yet. It'll tell us if you put in the report, and how many reports you've submitted, and how many reports you have. Department reports, it'll show you all the reports that the department has. So now we'll go back home. This is the forms manager. Now we'll go back over to the law enforcement entity. How we close a call is we mark it complete, and we'll go back to... It appears you are the primary unit. Would you like to close the call? You'll click close.
You've been detached from your assigned call.
And the call is now closed. This call can also be closed. This part. Assist to a unit. So if you want to assist a unit, an assist unit will be, or a call for any unit it'll be listed here. You can assign yourself to that unit, and that unit will show up, and it'll assign you to the call. And that is pretty much everything for the LEO side. I will be making another video for the fire side. Thank you. Have a good day. If you have any questions, you may reach out to the ES Directorship or myself at King County Sheriff's Office. My name is Isaiah. My office is always open. Our tickets are also always open. You may also open a support ticket or LEO ticket, or reach out to your department heads. Thank you. Have a good day.